morning, everybody. Welcome back. This is R&R Sugarloaf Farm. So, our morning routine has changed. I'm going to take you all along for it. So, my morning routine is I get up about 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I get my kids up, dressed, off to school. Hi, Nora. Here's Nora and Sally's little kids. Those are Sally's. Those are Nora's. They're doing really good. Hi, bud. Okay, so I come out here, I check on all the goats, and I make my way to our barn, to where I get to bottle feed Hope. So one thing that is a little bit different that we've got going on is that whenever I come out here and check on all the goats, the Nigerian mamas are still locked up in the barn, and I'll get to that here in just a minute. The other thing is where whenever I'm coming out to feed Hope, I'm also bringing a mason jar and milking out Henna every morning, which in return that helps feed Hope through the day. So let me get in here and turn on the lights, and I'll show y'all the inside of the barn, what it is right now. Hope. There's Reba. And I normally let Reba out and let Bonnie in. Uh-oh. And Reba just... I gotta fix that. Hold on. Alright, so I have that fixed. Usually what I do is I let Reba out, let her stretch her legs, and then let Bonnie in, because Bonnie needs some extra nourishment. And even though we are feeding, even though we're feeding Reba more food and stuff in the evenings, she doesn't go through all of it. So then I have little Hope. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Okay. And my jacket gets to be a mess because with bottle feeding, it's always messy. But okay, Henna. So we were we were milking Dorothy twice a day because her buckling was favoring one side, and we didn't want her to wind up with a lopsided udder. That has since corrected itself. Her buckling, let's see, they're all about a week old now, and they're all about a week old now, and so he's kind of figured it out to where they're, they're figuring out both sides, I guess. But I'm not having to milk her as often now. Floppy's udder's doing good. Tootsie, even though she's got a single, she's doing really good. Her buckling has figured it out. He's massive. We have nicknamed him Goliath. We don't have any if someone doesn't purchase Tootsie's buckling by the time that he's weaned, the name Goliath will probably stick as far as his registration paperwork. I'm waiting to find out how Dorothy's little buckling grows out, and I'll know more when here next week whenever I do a first 12-hour fill on all the kids. And the reason why we do that is so that in the mornings, and I don't know how well this is gonna turn up on, but it's really windy outside, and we've got these tarps used for the windbreaks for our doorways of the barn. And whenever they get caught, they kind of just they whip back and make a really loud sound. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to turn out on the on the playback. So if it's really loud, I apologize for that. So back to what I was saying, is to where we don't have nicknames for all of them. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. But I am waiting to find out on Dorothy's little buckling. Once she has that 12-hour fill on her udder, I'll make a decision on if we're gonna weather him or not. Now, we typically don't weather our bucklings until around 8 to 10 weeks old. So we have all that time until we figure out, you know, if they're gonna stick around here or if they're gonna go somewhere else. Kit Kat, you're about to shut off my lights. You are wrapped up in my cord. That's another thing, is we've got all these cords that are everywhere, which we'll have to figure out a better system for them for long term. But this is kind of all just temporary setup for now. Okay, so yeah. I hope. Okay, so okay, I don't need your mouth in mine. Blech. You got milk mouth anyway. So let me show y'all the kids again, and then we will milk Henna. Okay, so here's Floppy and her two. The Swiss is the buckling, and the little abundant white one, which I'm not exactly sure on her color if it would be like what that's gonna be considered. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. And then here is Henna with her little doe. So we need some names for these guys, some nicknames. And then she is going crazy this morning inside her barrel, just jumping up and down. And then Hope is my little buddy whenever I'm out doing this. So I just kind of let her roam around for a little bit. She's still the smallest out of all of them. But she's coming along. And then we'll let Bonnie out here in a minute. So here's Dorothy and her little buckling. Hi, Dorothy. So her buckling is super cute. He's got moon spots, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if it's his undercoat, because see, he's out of Huckleberry. Maybe it's just his undercoat. Well, hi there, Tootsie. Okay, and so here is Tootsie and Goliath, which, oh my gosh, guys, Goliath is huge. Hi, bud. Hey, come here. Look over here. He's not going to, but he's the biggest out of all of them. And I wonder if I can get him out. Come here. Yeah. So I got Goliath out. Nope, back over here. Go this way. Okay, so he's out. And he's running with Hope. Which, look at the size difference. He's huge compared to her. And they're literally just 2 days apart, I think. Or Or maybe they were born on the same day. I honestly cannot remember at this point. Let's see. Hope was... no, they were born on the same day. They were both born on the 6th of March. So, whoa! Where'd you go? But he's got some energy. He is awesome. So, he will he will make someone a really good herd sire. Woo! And okay, Kit Kat's not your mama. But he is gonna be disbudded this week. Woo! But yeah, he's gonna be disbudded. And we gotta come back over here, Goliath. There you go. But he's got moon spots. He's really good. I love his rear end. He's really wide, and he's just an all-around really good-looking buckling. So Kit Kat's like not having it at all. Okay, so before I make everyone motion sickness, I'm gonna put him back up with Tootsie and get to milking Henna.